2018 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day at Red Rock, brought to you by our food sponsor, Greens and Proteins, with 5 locations across the valley. Greens and Proteins is a modern, family-friendly cafe offering all your favorite foods with a healthy twist: sandwiches, wraps, pizzas, burgers, vegan, raw, and vegetarian-friendly meals, smoothies, juice bar, and a full HCG diet menu. We're with the Cheyenne Desert Shields. Coach Patrick Ward has brought Chris Rose and Josh Rose with him. Coach, you said you've been known as Coach Ward for more years than you've been known by anything at this point, so I know your experience, but you're new to us here in Las Vegas, so introduce yourself and what you want to do here at Cheyenne.
Change the culture. I think that's the most important thing. I have a mission statement. I've used it for the last 4 decades. What we try to do with our kids, our student athletes, we want to make them better in the classroom, better at home, better in community, and when they walk out of our program, they're better human beings when they enter into life.
Josh, what was it like hearing that message from a new coach, and do you feel like your team's bought into what he's said so far?
It was nice hearing that from the new coach and buying into it. That's what we've been doing, and we've been doing our job and just learning from the new experience.
Chris, from a football perspective, what do you think Coach Ward's going to bring? How are you guys going to look different this fall?
We're going to be more aggressive, and we're going to try and be as physical as possible, especially up front, so we can win a lot of battles for our team.
Is that where it starts with you, Coach Ward? Have you really been preaching, being up front, being strong there first and foremost?
I had an opportunity to hire on December 4th. They named me as a strength coach. They named me head football coach February 9th. I've been with these kids for some time now, so we had an opportunity. Most of these kids were in the weight room, so we had an opportunity to get bigger, faster, and stronger. But at the same time, I'm very pleased with what's taking place. With me, it's about attitude, communication, commitment, and responsibility. I think the most important thing that when you've coached as long as I have, and the reason I continue to coach is because that's where my heart is. Are we taking care of our grades? Are we getting these kids ready for the next level? That's the most important thing. We have accomplished so much in the short time we've been together, and I'm pleased. But as well as I do, it's a long season, and there's a lot of adversity, and what we need to teach our kids to do is run through adversity, not around it.
Josh, Coach just said he feels like you've gotten so much better even since he's arrived in December. What are some of the areas, where you feel like you guys have really made strides since he's arrived?
Well, it's the small things like discipline, attitude, effort, things like that. We made big strides in, and also when we on the field, we just get the job done.
Chris, as a senior along with Josh up there, do you feel like it's up to you guys to make sure the younger guys are also listening to Coach Ward's thing? Or are you trying to instill the same thing?
I feel like that plays a huge part in it, but I feel like as seniors, as long as we take control when we're supposed to, things can go really well this year.
Coach, some great mottos and things that you're preaching to your team, but what about specific goals this year? What are you hoping to accomplish?
Well, I think our number one goal, the most important goal, is that we're trying to work in a direction to platoon offense and defense. Right now, we don't have pads on yet, but at the same time, we're working towards that direction. I'm not big on records, but everybody, this is my 12th head coaching job. So everybody goes and looks into the past to see what you can do, not to take anything away, because Cheyenne's always had great athletes. That's known throughout the valley. But I think the important thing is that if we don't focus on the person that we're fixing to play or the team that we're fixing to play, and we look ahead, or we get the big head, or we're not humble, you can stumble back. I'm real pleased with our kids because they realize, and they were hungry when I got there. They didn't do so well last year. That's life. This is a brand new year with a lot of things going on, and we're senior laced. Okay, we have 5 kids coming back on the offense, and we have some people that spilled on defense, but we're very young in reference to varsity football. But in the short time that I've been there, which is about 8 months, I've had an opportunity to go to every lunch shift, walk all the halls, along with everyone's help to recruit these kids. So probably the most important thing is that they need to realize that when you miss practice, you never get to make that day up. Those are the things that are important to me. It's all about commitment. I have no problems, and we stay healthy, we take care of business, we stay humble. We'll see where it ends up at.
For sure, I like that humble, and if you're not, you might stumble. Cheyenne looking motivated, ready to get into this season. This is the 2018 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day at Red Rock. Make sure you check out LasVegasSun.com for coverage throughout the season, including our weekly picks and podcasts starting on Monday, August 13th.